I would like to have your philosophical thought on an issue which almost everybody has faced in terms of migrating to this country from different parts of the world, maybe from India, from Sri Lanka, from Bangladesh. The question is, in fact, there is two school of thought to what I am trying to say. People who migrate from their home country to Canada, preferably at their mid-age, they are in their mid-career. Most often when we meet them, we find them like they might be having a great career in their country and then they migrate. And the reason what we ask them, why did you migrate to this country? Apart from all the other good things, they say that it's a general terminology that we have migrated for our children, for a better future for our children. Now, the question is something like this, like the gentleman has migrated with his family at somewhat of the age of say 35, 40, that's the mid-age, and probably is struggling to find a career of his own in this country. But maybe the children are young, so they are going to school, they will have a great career. You don't know whether they will have a great career or not till that age. But in the hope of having a great career for the children, they migrate and they sacrifice their life. You often find the word telling that we have sacrificed our sort of a, or made compromises with our career to come at this age and to start something at a very basic level may not be at that level. So my question to you in terms of a philosophical thought on this issue is, what is your thoughts on this type of thinking? Whereas there is another school of thought which says that, okay, we have come, but if we don't like, we will go back. Children have their own destiny. They have come to this world, so they will have their own career and destiny. So we need not quite worry about our children. Sometimes we find people going back to their home country. And this is happening with most of the immigrants who come at their early years when they migrate. So how do you really give a philosophical thought on that? Is it good to migrate at this age, or they should really think about the children, or they should think about their own career and children will grow wherever they are? So that's my question.
This is a different kind of concern, whether migration or immigration is good or not, and whether we really immigrate from one country to another just purely for the sake of children, or whether we ourselves are interested. In my opinion, we come from one place to another for our better life. It's not just for children that we come for our own sake. And children also come. We often cover something that we do with some flowering things. And everyone is in search of good life. And this migrating has been pretty traditional, pretty ancient thing. They say the first human being originated in Africa. There were no human being in any other continent. So human beings from Africa, they migrated and they inherited the whole world. And they are in the process of migrating to other planets now. They want to migrate to other planets. One way to go to Mars. People are ready to go to Mars one way and several days. So this is in human nature. They want to spread out. And that is not bad at all. If you see the life, we all came to Canada. It's a good life. Canada, wherever you go, East Africa or South Africa, Indians or South Asians, all people have in fact migrated to this thing. And particularly coming to a country like Canada or US, always it's a very liberal country. And they talk about the struggles that are everywhere. Even if you don't come into the whole country, there is struggle. And if you think about your children's life, it will be like you born, secret school in their mouth. No. Everywhere, everyone has the struggle to make his own life. This struggle is a part of life. No one can say that, oh, there are no problems for my children because he is in Canada or in the US or in Australia. There will be struggle, there will be problem. Not that everyone will have very high standards, but everyone here, everyone can live with dignity. That's one thing. Whether you work in a railway station or a room and sweep airports, you have your dignity as a human being. That's one great thing that this new world gives. You are not judged by what you work, you are judged by what you think. That is not in some of our countries. That has to change. The people being judged by what they do, but instead of that, what they are, what they think. So I welcome your coming to Canada, and many people, some people try and say, some say children will go by them and whether we should go back. Some people have tried, very few have succeeded and stay there. And many have come back. You'll be surprised to know. Those who think we go back to our country and then prepare for origin and come back and they let them go here, we will be happy there. That doesn't happen. They come back here. So the best part, once decided, and you have come with so much of hope and so much of attempt and so much of wish and so much of dream that you have for this country. So you stay here, it's the same. The world has become much smaller now. There's no difference between India and Canada, no difference. It's all same. You can go from one place to another in 16, 17, 18 hours all over the world, wherever you want to go. And the immigration is there not only from South Asian countries, from all over the world. All over the world, from these two countries coming here, from China coming not many years ago. Immigration is nature. People want to find some good place where they are respected, they can work with their skills that they have achieved. So it's all good for basically for those who have come here, struggles are that will be there, that will always there. You see, refugees were there and leave their own country of birth and origin during war. If you read about the independence movement of India, how many people had to leave their life in Western India and Eastern India and come back to India? But they have to get out and they have to have a lot of struggles. Struggles are always there. People invest money, they become bankrupt, they have to struggle. So struggles are a part of life, whether you integrate or you your job goes there, there is also struggle. It's not easy there. When you go there, you have a job, you see that there was all easy. Sometimes it's all difficult. Life is difficult unless you are a devotee. That's what Sri Ramakrishna said. Bring God in your life. Then you can swim across this river, this ocean of samsara. Otherwise, you will be caught by alligators. These are alligators. Worries, anxiety, suffering. These are alligators. To face them bravely is the spirituality. All the changes, all the struggles, all the darkness, face them and it's faith in God that good time will come. God is there that takes care of me. With that hope, try to face the difficult situations in life, whether in Canada or India or Bangladesh or in China, doesn't matter. But with hope in our heart and with faith in God, we have to struggle and live this world. This life is not an easy thing. It's not bed of roses, as they say. There will be breaks, thorns, but those will feel nothing if we have faith in God and hope in our heart and faith in ourselves. Difficult time, they go away. Holy Mother used to say, don't be worried from difficult times. They will pass away like you see water running under the breeze, like that difficult times will pass away. Have patience, have faith, and wait for the right time to come. And don't curse anybody. Don't curse your own decisions that you have taken. And things are always there is struggle. So it's not that because you have don't look at other side of the fence, it always looks greener. When you were in India or Bangladesh, India, parents are so great and green. Now when you come here with the jobs on, this, that problem, then that is so green. Oh, there were so many nice things, jobs are coming, this, that. And that was great, but when you go there, it's the same situation. There are also jobs going like this now, the whole world is now like one thing now. Everywhere is the same culture. Now the private industries are also hiring and firing there. It's not that you will work, you get a job, and you will never be fired because it's a government job, and things will go. That will remain always. So don't worry, be here, have faith in God, pray to God for having strength of mind to reduce and take the course and surrender to the decision and have faith in the decision that I have been good by coming to this country and it's good for me and of course it's good for my children. So God bless them and give me that opportunity to come and to be great. We have a great country. Canada is in many ways it's great country. Here people are treated equally. Very little almost no discrimination. I can say from my own experience, I'm here this labor law. So peculiar clear law for people who never saw this. But when I go to the airport or railway stations or I walk on the ground, hardly any person stares at me. Very few are there that stare at me. Rather, when I go to the Indian restaurant, people stare at me. Who is this Babali coming here? But here you go to the airport, they have not seen this dress, they don't mind at all. They accept everything, the diverse races, the diverse ways. You see people wearing so many kinds of hair, coloring. What does it matter? Because it's free here. So, according to discrimination and discernment, they have done the right thing, have that faith, and my days will come, things will be days will pass, and will feel that I have done the right thing. Be here in this country. Don't think of going back. Many people tried and failed, and they came back again. So, we are very nice here, and may God bless you. May Swami to become blessing you.
Gurudev, are you taking any more questions now? Or
Yeah,
later on?
of course you can take questions because you have a lot of time to talk and we will not only very you fall asleep if there are no questions. I know that.
Pranam Gurudev, my question is, I think it's very common to all of us here, is we are all living in a real world, materialistic world, with our families, friends, colleagues. And at least to me, accepting death is very difficult. And the philosophical thought around death is that you are moving to you're transitioning to a maybe better life or better next, which we don't know, which we all perceive. And as a scientific person, I think, how can we, prove that there is a better life after death? So all of us are in an illusion that, there is a better life after death. And mostly when we are having, good things happening around us, we are being happy. But when we are hearing things like people are having cancer, they are our nearest and dearest ones, people are dying out of accidents and things like that, it's very difficult to grasp and accept those kind of incidents, mainly accepting the death of near and dear ones. So what would be your tips for us living in this materialistic real world to, kind of move, prepare ourselves that this is happening, this will happen, and how can we, prepare ourselves to accept that kind of situations?
There comes a spirit. It is surprising to find that many people who have cancer and they are supposed to live for 6 months, some people may be in the hospital and they were so happy, they were so peaceful, even and they were the people who are believers in Allah. But they know that they will die. Many people find here they will have to be very. You can't say that this world is material world. Materiality is in us. So you have to accept the changes. And as you said, you don't know after death if it's good or bad. It's true. Spirituality also says that. To make it good, that's why you have to do good karma in this life. And if you can't accept death, it will come. Whether you accept or not, something that is inevitable. How you do not accept that? I don't accept, I don't like medicine. I don't like that day become night, God, I want sun. But it's inevitable the sun will set and there will be night coming. So we have to accept that and how to prepare ourselves for those days and the changes come in life. Because rather than we do not think about our true nature, ourselves, or Atma, we are totally ignorant of our spiritual nature. That's why this comes. When that idea comes, it is really converted into but people, not all here are materialistic, as I can say. People here very much believe in Atma, but people believe in this cycle of change and they accept the death, the coming and this body for the time being. Many people accept that. That people accept. But as Sri Krishna also said, if you believe in this human life to be reborn, then when you are dead, then you will be born again. And when you are born, you will die. So why do you worry for that? It is inevitable, it is going to happen. So don't think about those death it happens. Even the cancer or the brain tumor, all those things are inevitable in the world. When you have got a body, that's how the body goes. We will have to die one day. So don't hate death. Death is the ultimate of this life. It will culminate in death. When death comes, then when death comes, that will be. Death is not something to be hated. Death is the culmination of life, and death can come to any person at any time. Accidents do happen, diseases do come, body do die, early age, youth, old age, but that is inevitable. We have to accept what is going to happen. If you don't believe in the spirituality of next birth and you believe in only science, what proof is there. So may that be true, but what is the one proof is there that this life is short and it will make it death. So accept death, don't hate it. Death is the culmination of this life, and only accept it can make it peaceful. Can make it peaceful. But yes, death is there. So accepting doesn't mean that we will have to liking for death, but liking for life is fine. That's great. You want to live by doing something, not just live by just living sake. But death is a fact that is true. Even science, there is proof for that. There is proof for next life, but there is proof that everyone is born dies. Then life is changeable and it is everything that is created is. So that is very strong, that depth of this spirituality. The more you become spiritual, more you get strength to face the challenges of death, disease, old age, adversity. That's what spirituality is about. To make you stronger in different situations.
Everybody watch the TV. The wisest people are killing somebody, put him in a cage and burn him. So when we saw that, I saw, my husband saw it, the first thing comes to our mind, very sad and very angry why they're doing that to person. As you said, we should love everybody despite their fault and everything. What did you do? What should you do in that case? Should you get very angry to the person, or should you say, God help him? It was very sad thing we saw.
In my opinion, I also face the problem that you face.
Yeah.
In my opinion, we will definitely dislike the act they are doing. We will definitely totally disagree with what they are doing. We will, at the verge of like getting angry, you can do that. But what is there is, we have to see a greater picture. And if you are a real devotee of God, nothing happens without the will of God. One is that. And Srishti, Sthiti, Vinasa is the plan of God. And in the course of history, in human history, if you see, there have been always times like that. People were killing innocent people, children. There have been times. You see the crusade, you see the revolutions, you see movements, different movements. You see the first attack, the kings attacking and devastating the people. And that have been continuing. We have not been fully civilized. That's one thing. But just hating doesn't help. What helps is trying to find the solution. And hatred always makes you weak. Anger makes you weak. What is that? You dislike, disapprove, disagree with what they are doing. And for that, only one way we can do, we are not the head of the government that we can go and control and put them in the jail. What we can do is we are limited, with our limitation, we can just pray to God. Lord, give them right understanding. Sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. That's the only way we can do it, crying hard. How is this being killed? These people little differ from their own faith and they just chop off their head. It's so sad. Please give them right understanding because God is in their heart too. If they could shed off their dogmatism, their fanaticism, they will be also loving each. And please give them light, give them right understanding, praying for them and praying for the victims, give them light and praying them, Lord, be kind. Just enter the kindness into their heart so that world becomes peaceful. But the Lord makes this Vinar. And Thakur was asked, why Genghis Khan killed so many people? Genghis Khan did the same thing. See, it's not the first time happening in the world. Because it happened during our time, we feel that hell has broken. Hell breaks like that. This world has hell, some place it is like hell, some place it is like heaven. Always. What about Vietnam? People being bombarded with napalm bomb and being killed because they differed in ideology. The same thing. We see now their job, now the same thing is through bomb. What about the Hitler doing? That was there. What about the Hiroshima Nagasaki? That human, this thing is always there. So that definitely cannot be approved or agreed upon, and we can pray for right understanding in the heart of human beings. May they have good understanding. Right?
Is it our karma to live that death? Is it our,
If we believe in karma, everything is related to karma. If you believe in karma, so everything is related to karma. If we are a bhakta type, everything is being done by God. Even killing is being done by God. Without God's will, not a leaf moves. Killing, birth, it is all done by God. Sri Ramakrishna had a vision when mother gives birth to a child and she eats up. That was the vision. Srishti Sthiti Vinas is the nature of the world. It is created, its sustenance, and then it is destroyed by God Himself who has created this. That's what the nature is. God creates this world, sustains this world, then comes tsunami, then comes deluge, then this world will vanish one day. So there is pralaya in tsunami, so many people died. That's what the nature of God is. Because we love this life, because we are attached to this, because we have no other idea of other world, we think that, oh, everything is so sad, everything is so bad. That's what we say. But if we have feeling in the heart, that's very good. Feel for those people. And if you want to philosophize this, you can do it in karma theory, you can do it in the bhakti theory, you can do any way. But that doesn't help. That doesn't help. You cannot justify killing like that, even the karma theory. When Swami Vivekananda was told by the people, oh, that is the karma of the cows who are being slaughtered. Swami Vivekananda, the teacher of Hinduism, who taught karma always, the people said that it is the karma of the cows that they were being slaughtered by the butchers. No, it's karma of the human being who are hungry and dying of famine. That when that person said about the karma thing, because people are being killed, Swami Vivekananda became furious, and he said, if you bring karma theory, then the cows being killed by the butchers and slaughtered, that is also karma of the cows. Why do you have to save them? It is also karma of the cows. Then the gentleman says, oh, but cows are our mother. Human beings dying, being tortured, for him no feeling. But cows, he says, oh, but cows being tortured and slaughtered, cows are our mother. Then Swami Vivekananda said, yes, cows, if those were not mothers, then who will give birth to children with such thought like me? He said in satirical word, only cows, children can think that human being tortured with karma, only cows are to be saved. So that was the idea. You cannot justify this because of karma. You have to have the kind feeling in the inner heart and prayer. That's what we can do. And with the prayer, it's very fervent prayer is powerful. Maybe many of us pray fervently with tears in our eyes and cry in our heart. Heart changes, things change. Government will put pressure. Who knows? We don't know. Angulimal can become a saint. Ratnakar can become Valmiki. That is nothing.
But sparking Vivek in them somehow.
Well, you can go to Syria and then do Viveka in them, that you can do. It's only through prayer, mental connection. Through prayer, strong prayers, only can help to bring Viveka. Otherwise, at this situation, you have nothing to do. If you are a higher level, even so military power and political power, they are not able to control them. What you and I will do? We have only one power, and that's the power of prayer to rouse the spark of Viveka. That is the prayer to God. That's how we do it. You can go and respond. Yes.
Thank you, Swamiji. It's nice.